Right, this is called the science of pranic healing. Tonight discussion.
It's called science of healing.
The science of pranic healing.
Wait, babe. You already ready? You need to download OBS and we need to. Damn, babe, listen to all of it.
It's all right. They coming on now. I got it. Peace, peace. Peace. Word. Okay, there y'all go. You're coming in now. Dang, already started off with a question. Were the Masons first made a Mason?
That's how you do that. Get it.
Yeah, by your mother. By the mothers, they made us Masons. My son. So yes, we was made Masons by the mother. This is why we use the compass and square, which symbolizes the vaginal canal in which they came out of, and hence the letter G, which symbolizes the gods and goddesses that come through that portal from the ethereal world known as the astral plane. All right, so yes, Brother Leonard, where's a Mason first made a Mason? Within the womb of the mother. Okay? Yeah, no, I ain't putting it on yet.
Peace, y'all. Please share, like, and subscribe. Let's get some people in here and raise some consciousness.
Yeah, that's what he asked.
Love Tour said, here we are. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
All right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, tell me if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all can hear me good?
Oh my God. Okay, share your screen now. We see you too, but look what we see.
The little joint. Yeah, y'all see the little joint. Hey, we trying to work it, y'all. Hey, we getting it. Hey, we getting it, and we did it pretty quick. All right, it's supposed to be 10:15, but and y'all 3 minutes early.
Okay.
So we trying to get it, y'all. All right. Let me see. I think we supposed to been able to make that screen big here. All right, let's see here. I think I got to tap onto it. This right now. We got to do it.
Oh.
All right, now I got to figure out how to make this screen big, y'all. So it's all right. We gonna get it. Okay, word. Y'all can hear me. Good.
Can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Loud and clear, y'all.
Also, we're gonna start bringing y'all more conscious people. We gotta flood conscious community with higher vibrating people.
Exactly.
It's a whole bunch of us.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, so it's time to bring some real scholars to the scene, you know. So we come in with the real scholarship, as y'all know, the best that we can anyway.
So that we can be inspired to build. If we are the creative people, if we the oldest, if we are the originals, then we need to start being more creative. You know? And if your intellectual teachers ain't teaching you that, then we gonna do it.
Exactly.
Alim, move to the opposite side of the screen. The chat is in your way.
Chat is in my way?
Nuh-uh.
What? That's what it is. The chat is in my way.
Somebody put Muslim. Takbir and Allahu Akbar. Be Muslims or Muslims? He said, should we be Muslims or Muslims?
Muslims. Technically, same thing. They both are derived from the ancient Egyptian word Misram, which means, according to the Metu Neter or ancient Egyptian language, means those born of Ra, or those born from the tier of Ra, i.e., so-called humans. They're born from Ra. So you are a Muslim, Misram from birth. However, the word M-E-S, is attached to the word messenger, or also the word Messiah. So the tear is what baptizes you from Ra, symbolic to the rays of the sun, hence the enhancement of your melanin. All right. And once you receive the enhancements of your melanin, your Kundalini rises, and hence you are able to go forth properly as that Messiah. All right. So that's really what it's talking about.
You share your screen though. You should have the information up here instead of the logo.
All right. Let's see. All right, I got it up here now. So let's see what we can do. No, not the info, but we gonna get it. Best believe that we getting this joint tonight, y'all. It's new to us, but don't worry. Just like what's the name of it? Blog Talk Radio was new at one time. Shoot, it's all right. We gonna get it. So let me see what's going on here. Appreciate y'all coming on. Much love. Much love, much love. You know what I mean?
Stray said the chat is in the way, but it's not.
I don't see. What about now?
On two opposite sides, God. Brother Stray.
Yeah, what about now? Do you see it now? You shouldn't see the chat at all. I don't even see the chat on my side now.
Okay, maybe it'll disappear in a couple of seconds. Do you know where the Arawak come from?
Yeah, the Arawak or the Olmecs. The Olmecs under a different name. The only thing they do, historians keep changing the name of the people, but they're nothing more than the Olmecs. The Arawaks went into the islands. The Olmecs, I should say, went into the islands and they became known as the Arawak, but they're one and the same people.
What is the Saladin's roles in Moorish history?
Saladin was the individual who gave information of Sufism, Islam, Al-Islam, to the Knights Templars. And the Knights Templars became excommunicated from the Catholic Church because they rebelled against the Catholic Church, as well as the fact that they was making so much money, being the so-called assassins for the Catholic Church. They was able to branch out and do their own thing. So Saladin was responsible for the so-called disbursement, I guess you can say, of the Knights Templars from the Vatican because of esoteric information which that was given to them. All right.
Okay, Alim, do you have any book suggestions, any new book suggestions? If you don't got First World Order, you should get it.
Exactly.
If you don't got Out of the Womb, Into the Mind, you should have it. Blueprint to Great Health breaks down the science of Iris C. Moss. Enigma is Benjamin Banneker, Brent's Hall.
Right, that is our info.
All of these books is written by Dr. Alim. If you don't have the Divine Hymns of Akhenaten, you need it. Okay, you don't know some new.
You see me blown up now?
You did some new shit.
Yeah, I got rid of that picture.
You sure did. Okay, look. What it look like?
Okay. All right, so I still got to blow myself up
You
here,
still
y'all,
gotta share your screen.
and share the screen. So we coming. I told you, we getting it. We getting it, y'all. We gonna get this. All right. So keep asking questions.
Peace, what's up?
You know what I'm saying? Keep asking the questions and
Peace, Mr. Boombastic.
Boombastic. Boombastic.
Peace, everybody.
Peace, y'all. Peace, everyone. All right, so let's see here. Configure video. Let me see.
Is the saying a Mason is first made a Mason in his heart just a traditional saying?
No, because the heart is where you find Allah. Allah is in the heart. God is in the heart. Symbolic to the seed atom, which is in the right ventricle of those who understand and practice Rosicrucianism. In the Rosicrucians, they speak of the seed atom being located within the heart, in which that inscribed upon the seed atom is all of your experiences. So that is part of the so-called seed atom experience. All that knowledge and information is right there, you know. And so all your experiences, all your memories is recorded within that seed atom, and that is what is judged, as they say, when one passes from this physical realm into the next.
Okay, so it's not just traditional, it's physical and metaphysical.
Exactly.
Leonard Bennett said, and God said, let there be light. Kim said, I love these live conversations.
Word. Appreciate that, Kim. No doubt. And like the God said, let there be light. Indeed. So we're going to let that little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. You know the song. God damn it, ain't been that long since you've been from out the church. It ain't been that long, so don't even try to play it. You was right there in the church. You was right there singing it with them. Don't act like you wasn't.
That's a good question.
Okay, Leonard Bennett says, is Masonry a birthright to us?
Of course.
Okay,
There's no doubt about it, because we are the first ones upon the planet Earth, and we're the first one that gave what is called Freemasonry thought. The archetype of Freemasonry came forth from what we now refer to as the secret mysteries, or the mystery school, or the ancient mysteries of Egypt. All of that came from us. So we are the ones in which that should definitely have the first experience with it, because it's just what it is. We are the first on the planet, therefore we're the first with the mindset and the archetypes, the mental archetypes of Freemasonry and the symbology behind it. And if you get the book by Albert Churchward, he wrote a book called The Origin of Races and the Evolution of Freemasonry. And he breaks down in there that the oldest people are the Twa, or Pygmies, as he referred to them as, and that the what we call the architect of all of Freemasonry comes and stems from the Ptah, or Tahites, or what is known as the Twa, or Pygmies. Okay? All of it. And we are the descendants of them. So yes, we have the birthright, because if you ever seen the Pygmies or Twa, they look just like us, except they are short. That's it. They're short. You know? So, no doubt, that is our heritage, and we need to definitely, deal with it, in a way in which that, others can't. In other words, the Albion can't deal with it the way that we deal with it. And this is why so many of the teachings of Freemasonry are perverted by them. The drinking of adrenochrome, part of their rituals, the eating of pineal glands, having sex as far as with satanically having sex with children, molestation, the homosexuality, a lot of this stuff is done. But we can even go to the OTO within the Aleister Crowley movement, and some of this information is definitely done by them. So, we just deal with Freemasonry from the esoteric side of it and the raising of Kundalini, which is transforming gold, base lead to gold. So we don't want to be lead, which means dwelling within our root chakra or base chakra. We want to be gold, which means receiving that golden light around the head. So that's the key. Becoming highly metaphysical, esoteric, and dealing with the occult. But even greater is reaching that final level. So that's the key, is for us to reach that final level.
Now that good question that came deep was from Basel, and he says, gave it all that introduction, and I lost it. Okay, he said, for lack of a better way, is there a cerebral spinal fluid diet?
A cerebral spinal fluid diet. The diet would be getting as much greens as possible. All right, the greens, getting as much greens as you possibly can, and that would be the so-called diet. Green leafy vegetables, so kale, spinach, cilantro, parsley, as many collard greens, mustard greens, okra, so these are the things in which that you need to be eating on a daily basis. Hell, I'm drinking my greens right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm drinking mine right now. It's not playing, and basically everything I just said is up in my joint, except for the okra. But we got some cilantro, some parsley, we got some spinach and some kale, ginger. You know what I'm saying? So, get you some. Juice and more. This is what you need right here.
Okay, Lee Booley says he got this from Bobby Hemmett.
Yeah.
Is the Masons, do they really worship the melanated man and woman?
Yes.
And do they believe in the devil?
They believe in the devil in the sense that you're the devil. All right. If you look up the word black, you will see in the definition or explanation of the word black, you will see not just filthy, or dirty, but you will see the word devil. So go to a Oxford dictionary or go to a Webster Merriam dictionary and look up the term or word black, and you will see the word devil, inside of the definition.
Okay. You got my attention says, question. What is the significance of astrology in Masonry? And if any significance, what is the importance of learning the degrees in astrology or astronomy, if you will?
Astrology, of course, we know is dealing with the interpretation of the influence of the energies coming from the 12 zodiac signs, known as constellations. In particular, of course, we know Aries through Pisces, which is symbolic to the Alpha and the Omega. Then you have astronomy, which is simply dealing with naming of the stars. Oh, well, that's Reptilia. That's Draco. That's, Orion. That's what they do with astronomy. They don't necessarily believe that there's energy being influenced, by those stars upon the physical body. But if you tell us that the sun has a physical quality upon the physical, the sun has a quality or influence upon the physical body, and the moon has an influence upon the physical body, then why not the rest of those constellations of stars? How they do not have an influence upon the physical body too. The moon, every 28 days, the moon controls the water tides. Well, guess what? The water within the woman which is known as the menses, comes on every 28 days. You know, that's no coincidence. That shows that the woman is governed by the lunar energy as far as her cycle. The man is governed every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, if he's in the right, mindset, and healthy, then every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, his penis rises just like the sun does over the horizon. Okay, so we are influenced by the sun and moon, also the stars. Hence the reason why we study astrology, because it's more important than just the than just astronomy, which just deals with naming constellations. What's the point of naming the constellations? That's all they're doing. They tell you, oh, that's this one, this, and that's it. And then they show you a beautiful scene of the stars. That's about it. That's what they tell you. So that's the importance and the significance of astronomy in Masonry in particular, because what we see is that the blazing star, which is Sirius, which is the most important star mentioned within the Egyptian or Temerian, Kemite, or Kamal mythology. That's the most important star, is Sirius, what is called Septic, all right? Or is also referred to as the Eastern Star. Hence, the origin of the women known as the Eastern Star, which symbolizes Sirius A in particular, which is the brightest star in the night sky, So that is the significance. Okay, hopefully I answered that question there. The reason why they say the devil is the black man's true energy is because it's not the devil. The devil is nothing more than your double, which is you have a higher self and the lower self. The lower self, which is the lower extremities, which is from the heart down to the base chakra, is known as your lower self. That is the devil. All right. However, it's talking about your capacity for the sexual energies, which deals with Kundalini, being able to raise Kundalini much more than just the average person or European in particular, which is normally about, the Kundalini normally is about 10% resonate within the individual, which give them access to melatonin, serotonin. However, it does not give you access to the DMT and pinoline, which is the rest of the 90%, which is comes forth from the activation of the Kundalini. And so that once you have 100% usage of Kundalini and activation of your pineal gland, you can become what is known as a light being. We talked about this before, about developing your rainbow body. This is the real science and the real true energy of the so-called black man. So it's to utilize your double or devil, which is your Kundalini energy, which is actually Lucifer or Uriel, which is actually a form of Heru. And Heru must ascend. This is why Jesus died on the cross and why it says that he had to ascend. He had to become resurrected and to ascend to his Father who art in heaven. Well, Heru ascends with the Kundalini. This is nothing more than the story of the Black Madonna and Chow. The Black Madonna symbolizes the Kundalini, and Heru actually symbolizes the seed in which that is excreted, which is called chrism, right? Which is this golden oil that actually comes down the spinal column into the sacral bone area. And so the Kundalini raises that energy up, all right, in which that now you have the mother and child. And once the mother and child reaches the pineal gland, where our Sar, which is the Lord of the Perfect Black, is buried in, because that symbolizes his incarnation or incarceration into matter, light into matter, hence Lucifer into matter, light into matter, Uriel, the angel God, the angel or the flame or fire of God, into the physical world. This is all symbolic. All right. None of this goddamn spooky shit that you've been told within Christianity. All right. They have the minds confused, but the stories tells a whole different thing. All right. So this is really what is going on. So you want to activate Kundalini, which is the serpent in the Eden or in the Garden of Eden, and resurrect, because remember now it's slithering on the ground, meaning that it's now been cut down from no longer being here like the ancient Egyptians on what is known as the crowns or the tiaras of the ancient Egyptians or the pharaohs, pharaohs. Now it's been cut to the ground. It has gone back and retreated into its lowest abode, which is in the sacral bone area. So you must resurrect yourself once again and to ascend to the Father who art in heaven, which is the soul embedded inside of the pineal gland, because the pineal is the seat of the soul. So our set, which symbolizes the Kundalini or Holy Spirit, must be risen, all right, along with Heru, which is the Christ, which is Jesus. So our set and the babe Heru, known as the Black Madonna and child or babe Christ or Jesus, must be resurrected. And once those principles are resurrected to the pineal gland, then the ascension actually begins, because Heru transform or saw transform into Heru. All right. And I showed you on several videos of this brain portion being blown up to equivalent size of a car, and over top of the pineal gland is a galaxy-like cloud, and that galaxy-like cloud looks like the planet Saturn sideways, or look like a UFO. All right, that is Nibiru in one sense, as Zechariah Ascension spoke of, even though he thought it was external of himself. It's not. But it also looks like the planet Saturn, hence Santa Claus is at the North Pole. So above the spinal column, sitting in the head area, is known as, quote unquote, this Santa Claus, or Satan, or Saturn, or Set. So when Heru ascends, he takes back over his throne from Set and becomes the back of his father, all right, or Saw. They become one and the same. One was unconscious, half asleep, which is the soul embedded inside of the pineal gland, just like the Kundalini is wrapped 3 times coil at the base of the spine, half asleep. So from doing certain positions, such as, let's say you take your hands and place them on your knees, you breathe in, pull up your anal muscles, and then what you want to do, hold your breath, and then you come up. You sound like a bee. To the sacral bone area looking like a beehive, but it also looks like a triangle. So what you're doing, once again, pull up your anal muscles, your perineum. You breathe in. What you're doing is activating Kundalini. Okay? This is the first step to pranic healing. All right? Is to begin to flow more energy through what is called your conceptual vessel and your governing vessel. The back is known as the governing vessel. So that is from the base of the, well, actually from the perineum up the base of the spine, up towards the top of the head, down the point, down in between the eyes, tip of the nose, to this area right here, which symbolizes when acupressure is the liver. Okay? And from that area now becomes the conceptual vessel, which goes down all the way down the middle of the body to the perineum. The perineum sits right between your scrotum sac and your anus, brothers. For the women, it sits right between the vaginal canal. It's connected to what is known as the G spot, and it's between the vaginal canal and the anus for her. All right. In particular, it's connected to that G spot, which is about 1.5 to 3 inches inside of her vaginal canal. All right. That's really what that is. All right. So, let me see here. Let me see if we can finally blow up this picture. Well, can you blow it up? Let's see here, y'all.
I feel like y'all family too. True. I'm telling you, some people ain't your family though. Hey, I tell you, Washington East, definitely. Okay, we had a couple people that did the exercise with us too. So, peace, Cam and Leonard. Appreciate y'all doing the exercise with us.
All right, we getting it. The output projector blows up the screen to full display, but it's not doing the picture. So let's see what's going on. Is that a little bit better? Let me see.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Yay with the super chat.
Boy, Johnny boy,
Johnny
appreciate you
boy.
always helping out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, son? Johnny boy.
Johnny
Yeah.
boy's
It
son.
don't matter, Johnny boy in the house. Appreciate you guys.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. Word.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you,
That's
y'all.
dark truth. That's the God you just talked to.
Oh, word, God.
Right?
Appreciate
I think
that.
so.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Art. All right, let's see here. This is my first time doing this, y'all, so I'm trying to get it down pat. I was able to get on and at least, oh, word, there you go. Thank you, Dark Truth, no doubt. I was able to get on, so, shoot. All right, let's see. I think this is it here. Here we go. What y'all think now? Huh? Getting bigger?
Is it?
On my joint it is.
No. Yeah, you just did it.
Yeah.
Make it bigger, bigger.
Yeah, bigger.
Share your screen.
All right, well, we got
Give us the meaning of I tell you, Washington each.
It means basically I greet the light within you, I greet as same as the light within me. So hence, the Christ within you, I meet the Christ within me,
And may we move with the speed of the jaguar.
Right, maybe
toward
move.
enlightenment and manifestation.
Exactly.
I tell you, Washington.
Yeah, I tell you, Washington Ish.
Somebody said, could you give me the definition of Moorish and explain Moorish nationality a little bit?
The word Moorish, more and ish means like, and it could be related to nationality. More means, based on some scholars, more means black. But we also find that more ties you back to the land. If you look up the definition of land within the Black's Law Dictionary, the word Moors is embedded inside of the definition. Hence, the word Moor ties you back to land. By giving us names such as Negro, Black, and Colored, African American, African American being the closest word that we can use, but these are still 2 continents. But hell, actually 3 or 4 continents, if you count the fact that North America, Central America, South America, and the adjoining islands called Americana, which are the Caribbean islands, and then Africa, African American, is one of the closest terms that can be used. And thank Jesse Jackass for, doing that for us back in 1988.
And we call him Jesse Jackass because of his role with killing Martin Luther King.
Exactly. That's the reason why. Can y'all see better now?
Oh yeah,
we done blew up a little bit. All right, we done blew up. We done blew up.
Sun above your head.
All right, yeah, got the sun above the head. There you go. Got the light on. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All right, so right there. So, esoterically.
Somebody said message Jesse.
Yeah, message Jesse. Exactly. So, we know that the word more also ties back to Greek, but even we know that the Greeks got their information from. How did Jesse Jackson do what? Jesse Jackson participated in the death of Martin Luther King, the assassination.
His son told him he was going to pay for his role in his death.
Right. You get that if you go to Baba Dick Gregory, he shows a videotape, speaking about him and Baba Steve Coakley. They both spoke about that. And they spoke about the fact that Jesse Jackson, how he participated was that he was the one who distracted Martin Luther King from off the balcony so that, quote unquote, the assassins could shoot Martin Luther King. And they said that the one without the tie was the one to be killed. So Martin Luther King was the only one out there on the balcony without a tie. So, and so as, what's his name? Andrew Young and Jesse Jackson was walking from the parking lot. Jesse Jackson looked up to Martin and said, "Hell, our leader." And then the shots rung out. All right. And then Jesse Jackass runs upstairs and take the blood and smear it on his shirt. And then the next thing you know, he in front of NBC on Good Morning America talking about he was the last to hold Martin in his arms. So this is the bullshit, that we're talking about. So I don't forgive him for that, for his participation, It always take me back to, Earthquake. He had a joke back in the days when he was like, saying, about Jesse. Yeah, Jesse Jackass, that's what I call him. I don't call him Messy Jesse. That was Dr. Khaled's terminology for him was Messy Jesse. I call him Jesse Jackass.
May Khaled rest in peace.
Oh yeah, may the God rest in peace.
Capricorn. His birthday on the
That's right.
Tomorrow.
That's right. So this is dedicated. This is dedicated. 1 hour from now will be the birthday for Dr. Khaled Muhammad. All right, Dr. Khaled Muhammad. And yes, he used the term Messy Jesse, but I say Jesse Jackass. All right, so that's just what it is, God damn it. All right. All right, so we dedicate this to Dr. Khaled tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Jesse Jackson. He was implemented into the assassination. Like I said, that morning he was on NBC, CBS, one of them, and he had the blood smeared on his shirt. And even during the time, oh, word, thank you, Brother Patah. No doubt. Greetings, familia. Greetings. Greetings. Exactly. All right. So what happened is that we know that was his role. And what it was that we had Hosea Williams to tell us that he seen Jesse Jackson scoop the blood into a mason jar. And then next thing you know, he had it smeared on his shirt. And then Andrew Young tried to try to question, Andrew Young tried to, basically, oh, thank you, Brother Leonard. And what he did was, Brother Leonard. Brother Leonard, thank you, God.
Thank you. We're going to build
That's what I'm
with
talking
every
about.
dime.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag every single dime.
Yeah, you know, this is why we had to go here because, YouTube is tripping. So hopefully,
YouTube
we getting it. Hey, this is our
Google
first time
tripping
doing
too.
this. Google tripping, YouTube tripping. All these mugs are tripping because we putting this information out and they don't like this. This is why sometimes you go back and hear my videos and the audio is going in and out. But yet you can go and hear these other dudes. They don't have no problems.
Well,
we got the best internet service.
They made it so we couldn't read.
Right.
And that was only 400 years ago. But we existed way longer than that. But I mean, what do we expect? That's why it's so important to build. And that's exactly why on this channel, we're going to inspire you to do that. What is the point of accumulating all this knowledge to fight each other?
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. That's ludicrous. And not on this channel. On this channel, you're going to be inspired to add on. Yeah. You're going to be inspired to build.
Well, we deal with the information. We got to get it in.
We got to.
We don't have no choice. So and we trying to give you real information. You know what I'm saying?
All you can think of is creating a juice bar in your area, to do it. If you're thinking about writing books, then do it. Go to school, get all the degrees you can. Apply knowledge and create. Make jewelry. Find herbs in your yard. Grow vegetables and fruit. We do something. You creative, do something.
Indeed, no doubt about it. What we want to do is go over the science of pranic healing. I know, we've been answering all the questions so far, so we want to go over what we supposed to be going over tonight.
John Crowder said, "Just you got that glow."
Oh yeah, you're right. We got the glow over top. We got that glow. No doubt.
He said he been going through the archives and watching his stuff too.
Oh, word. Appreciate that. Appreciate you checking us out. Indeed. Let me see if we can find the connecting piece. Matter of fact, we might just be able to pull it on up. Let me see here.
Thank you, Kelly. That's exactly what we want to be, inspiration. I want us to be so successful. I'm so inspired by the Boncanians and the Tayanos, also known as the Mexicans. Here, they go to their own little taco stands, And then also, too, you very rarely see Orientals in Walmart. Because they go to their own little marts and stuff. And I'm just so inspired by them. No. So thank you, guys. I'm so glad that I'm inspiring you because I need you. We need you. Yeah.
Okay.
They fear our knowledge of self. It's the most powerful weapon that we can possess to them. That's a weapon of mass destruction. They will do anything to keep us from getting the knowledge of self. I'm thinking, too, that they putting seeds of anger. It's like, I remember when I first got my knowledge of self, I was angry. But being angry doesn't do anything but affect your heart. It destroys your body. Stress is what kills. So we can't afford to be angry, because when you're angry, especially like in the art of war, it's difficult to see the next step and the next move. When you're angry, you're in your lower nature. We want us to be in our higher nature so we can be well-informed, prepared, creative, and in the manifestation vibration, in the creation vibration. We want us to be creating. I can't say that enough. Let's see. That was Leonard. Yeah, economics, and also health, family. So ever since 45 been in there, he took all these leniencies on the vegetables and stuff, and now we have recalls on the vegetables like crazy. Romaine lettuce, avocados. I can go on and on. So we need to be more interactive with feeding ourselves, family. A lot of times we throwing away the green pepper seeds. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Throw them in some dirt. Throw them in some dirt. Them green pepper seeds grow. Yeah, we get angry too, God. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But we angry because we frustrated, and we angry because we ain't getting no respect, and we angry because we not building enough. Because every single day you giving your money to somebody else that don't look like you. You giving your money to the Arab at the gas station. You giving your money to the Caucasian at the restaurant, or the Oriental at the restaurant, or the Oriental at the nail salon, or the Oriental at the where else they be at? They be everywhere. We be everywhere too, but we be consuming. We be consumed. That's why we frustrated, because we not building. We not creative enough. We are, but we not implementing our ideas. We just get up and just go ahead on to work. What you need your work, you need your 9 to 5, but you don't need all them clothes we keep buying. We don't. We need to be investing with every dime. For real. We need to be coming together with people who you got chemistry with and building with them. Because you ain't got chemistry with everybody, and that's fine. But we do, family.
305 Capricorn, appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you, Queen. 305 Capricorn, you over there on the Instagram. Okay, please, goddess. Cam, I would say agenda. Don't get angry, that kills the soul. Be in love, be in peace. Facts.
Exactly.
Facts.
Definitely.
But also be prepared. I think that we should also be working out. We should make sure our physical body is in optimized vibrations. We need to be working out, family. Walking, exercising, some sort of exercise at least 30 minutes a day. Giving yourself love. That's how you give yourself love. Meditation, that's really, really good. That's a way to show yourself some love. But we definitely need to be adding on, family. Love you too, goddess. What are the benefits of adding ashes when cultivating soil for germination? Ashes is a very powerful compost. And what it does is it adds vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to your plants. Also, another good fertilizer that's natural is eggshells. Our ancestors would dry out eggshells called casquelia, and they would use that in order to manifest life, because them eggs was like the symbolic to creativity, the beginning, the nucleus. So the eggshells are also really, really good with helping the plants manifest energy. I don't want my 9 to 5. I want to build with y'all. Serious about moving there with y'all and build. I have no family. Cam, we have been so discouraged. I don't even want to go into that.
Yeah,
but we have been so discouraged because it's hard to build.
That's a whole nother lecture.
Got people like hanging on to us and not really helping. You know what I mean? Like we really sacrifice. So like we'll have it cold as I don't know what in our house because we don't want to pay all this money to the electric company. Because we want to use that money for something else, But when you got 4 people hanging on you like a parasite and not wanting to help, like, yo, help me with a newsletter, something. So we can generate revenue in here. Because the electric bill went from $65 to $465. How is that fair? And ain't nobody trying to help. You know what I mean? That ain't fair, yo. And I'm discouraged with it. So we have people stay like 3 months. And then they like want to smoke and drink all day long, walking through the house, leaving food and stuff. Like, dang. It becomes a situation where you're not being appreciated no more because we don't respect love. We respect fear. And it's like, I got to go back to the drawing board because the way we doing it ain't working. No.
The email is Dr. Alim El-Bey @gmail.com. DRALIMELBEY @gmail.com.
Goddess, I know you, Cam. I know you not because you on this live. You listening to this vibration. Right now we are using everything extra, every single thing in order to build this juice bar. So the inspectors, they come in because it's not on our land, but the plan is for us to utilize this space and then
move to the land,
it to our land.
Yeah.
But you got to get capital to do that.
Yeah.
So
we appreciate the super chats.
Yeah, we really do.
You know.
So we got the inspectors, and they like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and we didn't know they was gonna be like that. So we doing it. And doing
so
it.
we supposed to have opened 5 days ago on the 6th, and we're still putting things together and still having to get inspections.
Right.
So the inspections cost like $400. Each one is like we got 3 more damn inspections, and we already did 3.
Well, then they're also making us get a sink that we wouldn't even thought we had to get, but it's all for the protection of the people, which we understand. So
right, no doubt.
It's all gonna work out.
Yeah, it's going to.
But still, we still gotta build, so we can inspire others to build. 'Cause I want to see us successful, family. Period. I want to see us with This is off the wall, but I want to see us with NASCAR race tracks. You know what I mean? They're making a killing with. I want to see us with cruise lines. Cause y'all remember when we all went to Mexico together? Yo, they making like
that was
$2,000 a room.
That was
family.
March. That was March 21st. That was during the time of the equinox. That was 2013 when we went to Mexico, to Cancun, and went to the various pyramids. In particular, we went to Cobal, and at Cobal, we actually did rituals inside of the pyramids. We.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful, family.
And this is probably what caused the Mayan to have to tell the truth when he stated to us on the bus that I'm Mayan and I am an archaeologist. And I would tell you now that these pyramids was built by the Nubian Egyptians.
So did. We was like, what?
That look just like you. Yes, white folks, we know the history that you have taught them and taught everyone, but I'm talking to them right now. Talking to us.
Why I'm telling the truth.
And he said, I don't know why I'm telling the truth, but something happened 4 years ago. I said, yeah, Obama became president. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. Oh yeah, we want to do another trip again soon.
Yeah.
And this is Royal Caribbean. That's the best ship. I'm telling you, Royal Caribbean is no joke. You know what I'm saying? It's like a damn mall on the water. And you don't feel no waves and all of this other stuff. Like we was on the Carnival. We went on the Carnival to the Bahamas. God damn. You know what I'm saying? That's not the Royal Caribbean. All right, but we had about 20 people with us on that trip.
Tell the truth, it was 19.
Right, it was 19. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Azariah, shout out to Azariah.
Right, brother Azariah came. My Jade came.
And so did regular people.
Right.
We had a great time.
Excellent time. You know what I'm saying? One of the best trips, definitely.
Yeah.
And we did that during our March event. That was for the United Washington event, and we, was on the ship. So we're gonna do that again real soon. So keep that in mind.
Remind us.
Right, keep that in mind.
If we get enough people interested, then we'll do it again.
No doubt, we do it again. You know what I'm saying? Not this March, but maybe next March. So if y'all interested, hit me up on that Gmail, that we talked about just now, Dr. Alim El-Bey at gmail.com. And we'll start putting together an itinerary and different things and get that information out to you. Okay?
Marcel L. Ali said if we don't fix our scenario and our situation, then Rex 84 and King Alfred plan.
Well.
Yeah. They already moving towards that, family.
Yeah.
Once this government shut down,
Yeah.
folks ain't getting their money.
Yeah.
Come on, what they gonna start doing when you ain't got no money? That's stressful. But are they ready? Do they got their own food, clothing, and shelter? You see what I'm saying? Have they learned how to fast? Come on, when they start getting them hunger pains, they gonna want what's yours. That's what I'm talking about. We need to know Dima. We need to be practicing Tai Chi, Qigong.
Yeah.
All of these sciences, unfortunately, may be coming in handy soon.
Yeah. Well, it's real simple. You want to be able to use your 9 to 5 or use the funds that you're able to get and buy some type of resources. It can be, let's say, some wild rice, bags of wild rice, or quinoa, or couscous.
Seed.
You know what I'm saying? Seeds.
Because amaryllis, quinoa,
You know what I'm saying?
Quinoa plant
Right.
grow like weeds everywhere.
So do moringa. Moringa
Yeah.
grows within 2 weeks, and you can pluck the leaves off.
That thing grows
That's
so
simple.
fast.
Within 2 years, it's damn near a tree.
Yep. And then
You
you,
know
can
what I'm
take the moringa. You can take the moringa seeds, chew them, smash them up with water, and it tastes like Kool-Aid. You don't even need no sugar.
Right. No doubt. And I just finished seeing the guy say it's frustrating. Where's that? Let me see, because everybody writing right now. So I know I just seen that joint.
Dark truth.
Yeah, Dark Truth. He just finished saying that it's frustrating out here trying to wake people up. And I understand, God. I know. But shoot, how you think I felt on that Sonetta shit the other night?
Well, you sure maintain
You know what I'm saying?
baby.
Yeah, ain't no need to be getting mad at niggas that don't want to learn shit. I'm trying to get those who do want to learn, who understand. See, the way that I set up my presentation is for a right hemisphere thinker. It's not for a linear thinker. It's not for a left hemisphere thinker. A left hemisphere thinker can't get the shit that I'm talking about. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? But a holistic thinker, a right hemisphere thinker, they understand. They can see what we're talking about. That's why I moved through all the different religions. 1 minute I'm talking about Hinduism. Next minute I'm talking about Christianity. Next minute I'm talking about Buddhism. Next minute I'm talking about Shintoism. Next minute I'm talking about Taoism. Next minute I'm talking about Judaism. Next minute I'm talking about Islam. You know what I'm saying? And showing how all of that shit correlates. You know what I'm saying? To you, your physical body, you here and now. Not a goddamn story from 2,000, 4,000 years ago. Oh, Adam and Eve came on the scene 6,000 years ago. Oh, Lord, Moses split the Red Sea 4,000 years ago. Oh, Lord Jesus, Jesus came 2,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Do that.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That is the linear surface dwelling science that they get trapped up into. A Hebrew Israelite talking about like Jesus existed. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up into that. That's no different than a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But when you read Historical Origin of Christianity by Professor Walter Williams, and he says on the cover that there's never been a man in any shape, form, or fashion who lived at any time by the name of Jesus Christ. All right? And when you read the book and he breaks that shit down, you have to say, damn. But see, I already knew that shit at the age of 5. I knew there was never no white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in the church, white Jesus on the wall right here in front of me, looking like the motherfucker damn following me and shit with them eyes, right? But I'm looking at a black congregation, a so-called black usher board, a so-called black missionary board, a so-called black choir, so-called black preacher, white Jesus. Now, I was a master of Sesame Street at 5 years old, because on Sesame Street, it was like, one of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things just doesn't belong. And you had to think about what doesn't belong. Well, goddamn it, I took that same scenario into church. At 5. I got 5 on it.
Got it.
And it's more than just weed.
We won't be buying weed.
Okay? So at 5, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, David Chappelle shit. You know what I'm saying? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I seen and knew that white Jesus did not make it. He was not in the scenario. Okay? He wasn't there. He just wasn't there. He wasn't supposed to be there. I don't care if they did put him there. He wasn't supposed to be there. Okay? Yeah, Morgan Freeman. So, right there, Easy Reader. All right? Morgan Freeman. Well, yeah, that was on the Easy Reader too. Something like that. Shoot, I know it was on Sesame Street. All right? So, I knew one of these things just doesn't belong here. And Morgan Freeman, shit, he started out on not just Easy Reader, he was on damn Electric Company back in the days too. On PBS. Yeah, I was a PBS fiend as I was growing up. All right, that's right, Sesame Street. All right, so the one with Big Bird and Bernie. Yeah, exactly. He was on Electric Company. Morgan Freeman was on that Electric Company. Easy Reader was the dude from Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? With the little glasses. He was blind, but he was able to see with the little glasses. LeVar, what's his name? One of them joined. He was on back in the days. He was on Roots. You know what I'm saying? He was the young Kuta Kinte.
Right.
All right, put it that way.
We got some good questions, God.
Oh yeah. Rainbow read. Yeah, that's it. Reading Rainbow. Yeah, that's what he was on. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes, Kelly, get
Thank
it.
you. Exactly.
Reading Rainbow. Oh my God, you done took me back.
Yeah. Not Easy Reader. Yeah, but Reading Rainbow. I knew it was one of them readers. Reading.
Go anywhere.
Oh, see, you done got.
Just take a look.
Uh-oh.
It's in the book.
In the book.
Reading Rainbow.
Ooh.
Okay, they said I tried.
Yeah, right. Morgan Freeman was in Easy Reader, exactly, with the black sunglasses. Yeah, exactly. Got you. And then he went to Electric Company, indeed, because I used to watch the Electric Company like crazy. That was my favorite. Yeah, that's it. LeVar Burton. There we go. Thank you, Smith and Weston. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, together we got everything.
Exactly. Help a nigga out. Nugger out. Help a nugger out. Like, help a nugger out. All right, so right there, you know what I'm saying? No doubt.
Okay, they said, Brother Solomon El-Bey and also Brother Benu El said, you killed that presentation on Sunday the channel. You killed it to the T.
Oh, appreciate that. No, but once again, only those who had a right hemisphere thinking, hence a holistic aspect or perspective, caught the information. Those that are linear, them the Negroes that called up talking stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Even Unc had to call back and apologize because he's in between left and right, trying to get this information, but it makes sense, but then I can't agree with it because it don't correlate to what the fuck I believe.
Because I want to argue.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree because I want to argue. Somebody.
Morgan Freeman has a new show called Through the Wormhole. Oh, shit.
On Netflix? Where?
I don't know where it is. Right, where's it at? We're gonna find it. Never mind. I Googled it. As we say, we'll Google that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll Google that shit. All right, so hell, we done been on here for an hour and I ain't getting to the damn presentation yet. But anyway.
We enjoy talking about
All right, so we talking about pranic healing, y'all. All right, and the science of pranic healing, it was I guess you could say rediscovered and then somewhat put together by an individual by the name of Master Choa Kosui. All right, Kosui. All right, and he is the one. Oh, Jizza has a show on Netflix too. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Damn, y'all hooking me up.
Okay.
Y'all hooking us up with some of this stuff. All right, appreciate y'all for getting that information out. All right, so he I guess you can say in the 80s, he was an Astarian member, and he took some of the teachings and he began to put together I guess you could say some type of formula in which that becomes known as pranic healing. Now, in pranic healing, he devised that there was 3 breath technique. All right. The first one was 7-1-7-1, which is breathing in for 7 seconds, holding it for 1 second, breathe out for 7 seconds, hold it for 1 second. All right, so it's and you start over again, and you do that for 100 times. Reason why you would do this breath technique is because it expands your auric field 15 feet outside of you. As compared to the average person, auric field is 3 feet inside of you. So if you put your arms up directly in front of you and go in a circle around you like this, then you will reach the epitome or the average person's auric field. All right? But your auric field can be 5 times more powerful and more magnetized than the average person by simply doing the breath technique. All All right. Now you also have 6, 3, 6, 3. You breathe in for 6. And hold it for 3. All right. Now there's another one which is called empty retention breath. All right. And simply you just breathe in, no particular count, and hold it for 1 second. So either one of those choose to take or do. Oh, appreciate that, brother Tahuti. Appreciate you. Much respect, God. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate you.
Woman, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Tahuti Piera.
Mm-hmm. That's brother Tahuti.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So either one of those 3 breaths that you choose to do, it don't matter which one you do, whichever one feel more comfortable for you as far as your rhythm or breath, you do it 100 times a day. All right. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to do 100 breaths. All right. About 15, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. So within 20 minutes, you have magnified your auric field. All right. And made yourself more attractive, made yourself more powerful than the average person. Okay. So that is one of the techniques in pranic healing. That is the most important aspect of pranic healing, because that is the aspect in which that you will use during the healing method. So like we just talked about, that a person's average auric field is only 3 feet outside of them, and you just put your arms up and there it is. All right. So the average person auric field. So let's say the tips right here symbolizes the outer auric field. So as I come in about 1.5 feet, that would be what is called the health auric field. And then as I come in another about 1.5 feet, right about 6 inches to 2 inches above the physical body, is what is called your inner auric field. So you have 3 aspects of your auric field. Now, based on which chakra is the most illuminated is the color of your auric field. All right. So let's say your heart chakra, which symbolizes the color green, secondary color is the color pink. Based on your healing ability and your intensity to want to be healed and do healing work, then that image would be projected into your auric field. And when a person see you who has developed a intuition or the ability in order to see auras, they can sense or see the green within your auric field. Okay? This is what's going on. All right? This is what's going on. All right? So, this energy, which is known as prana, chi, or ki energy, which comes down and is all around us, is all around. All right? This is what Christians mean by God is everywhere. That's talking about prana or pranic energy. That's what that's talking about. All right? They got us thinking that it was just a guy sitting on the throne somewhere up in the sky somewhere, and then we just get on our knees and say, you know how we used to do as little kids. They gave us that prayer. What's the prayer that they gave us? What's the prayer?
The Lord's Prayer?
No, it wasn't the Lord's Prayer. It was the children's prayer that they gave us. What was the children's prayer, y'all? Peace, Sashetta.
He's got it.
What was the prayer? Y'all remember? It was called "Lay Me Down to Sleep."
I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
I pray exactly. Now lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
And
if I die before I wake,
I
pray the Lord my soul to take. All right. So that is the prayer that you had to say before. And the idea that we had was that it was God was a man or outside of us, somewhere up in the sky, far, far away. You'll hear crazy behind Christians, Muslims, and Jews, Hebrews, Israelites say some of the dumb shit. Thank you, Mr. Bombastic.
Call me fantastic.
Call it fantastic. Brother
Mr. Rule.
All right. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Brother Stanley.
Somebody said Hail Mary. Nah.
Yeah, we was riding there doing that too.
In Catholic Church, you doing it. Yeah, you doing the Hail Marys. You know what I'm saying? You got your little beateries, known as, your prayer beads, and, and you going to town with them. Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary.
Doing touching your shoulders.
You know what I'm saying? As you do, as they do the cross. You know what I'm saying? But, Christians say, at the cross where I first saw the light and the burden of my heart rolled away. All right, so you got to roll that shit away. All right, you got to roll that shit away.
With the breath.
And how you do that is with the breath, y'all. That's how you roll that shit away. Roll that damn cross away. Which symbolizes nothing more than the physical body to begin with.
Build on today.
You know what I'm saying? And so you can tap into your spiritual self. You know what I'm saying? That's the blockage or the shit that you got to roll away is the mind or the mental state, you know what I'm saying, and the obstructions in which that you have developed within your body, within your psyche. You have to roll that away. It's like the baggage by Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? Hit it.
Bag Lady, you gon' miss your bus. Dragging all them bags like that. Somebody said, okay, like in Arabic Islam, you got the thicker beads.
Right, you got the thicker beads, right, exactly. And in Buddhism, you got the prayer beads, and within Hinduism, you also have the 108 beads. So all of this is connected. All right, all of this is connected. You know what I mean? All of this is talking about your ability in order to remember God, because that's all you do with the beads is try to remember God or the Holy Spirit, which is Mary. Mary symbolizes the Holy Spirit, which is our set. All right, so all of that is symbolic. You know what I'm saying, to your Kundalini. So when you call it on Hail Mary, you saying, Hail Mary, raise Mary from out of hell. You know what I'm saying? Hail Mary, as if you're now looking at Mary on high. You know what I'm saying? That is talking about raising Kundalini, for her to become, quote unquote, the queen of heaven. All right, because the woman, which symbolizes the Kundalini or Shekinah aspect of yourself, which is within Hebrew. Hebrew speaks of the Shekinah. That is the feminine face of God, is the Shekinah. All right. Cosmic law, peace, God. All right. So that's what that is. Yeah, exactly. Zephaniah, you got it. Exactly. Now I lay me down to sleep. All right. So
Tef said, I said that prayer for years.
Who didn't? Who didn't say that there? Who didn't say that prayer? You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Chef Beloved said, hey, that was horrible.
Exactly. If I die before I wake. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that scared shit. That damn part right there. Thank you, Zephaniah. Exactly. That damn part right there fucking nigga up. You know what I'm saying? If I die before I wake, I'm like, oh shit. And you saying this right before the lights get cut off. The lights are on when you saying it, but as soon as them shits get cut off, shit, you looking at your closet door because it looks like a damn monster coming through that bitch.
In the
shadow. You know what I'm saying? In the shadow. It's a shadow, but shit, you seen a hat, which is coming from the hat rack, and you seen the damn shit. Yeah, that was a mess. Exactly. Yeah, that was a mess. You know what I mean?
We broke this shit down.
No doubt. All right, so in pranic healing, those are the 3 breath techniques. So you also do what is known as the Egyptian poses. That's part of it. So when you see Akhenaten and his wife, Nefertiti holding their hands up to the sun. What we realize is that they're asking for the sunlight, the rays of the sun to come down and for them to receive that life force energy into them. They practice in a form of Qigong, Tai Chi. That's what they were practicing. You know what I'm saying? So this is how this information travels over into the Orient, you know, from out of India, where you have the Indo-Kushites, all right? Because the pre-Dravidians, known as the Tamil, they came from Egypt, Ethiopia, Abyssinia, all right? Known as Tennessee and Tasseti, right? They came from there and they went over into what is known as Hindustan, all right? There is no real India. Hindustan was the name in which that before that it was called Indo-Kush. It was part of the Kushite Empire, right? And these was Kushites, and they left from out of there and went into China. And you get the story later on about a monk by the name of Damo. And Damo went into the Shaolin temple, and the Shaolin monks was falling asleep during the meditations. So he began to teach them the 18 stance or the 18 low hand positions. And by him teaching that, you know what I'm saying, that became part of the Qigong and Tai Chi martial arts. That was the development of the Tai Chi and Qigong martial arts. Okay, so that is what happened. Damo, known as Bodhidharma, is who took the Qigong information into the Shaolin temples, the Tai Chi into the Shaolin temples, which became the first martial arts in which that you have Kung Fu to develop from that. And they tell you Kung Fu because it came from the Kung people, who was the first dynastic people, the Shang dynasty. All right, Shang is short for Shango. All right, so you had the people from Kung who was out of South Africa into Central Africa, which becomes Niger and Nigeria, who left from out of that interior and went into the far east into what we now call China. Okay, and this is where they went. All right, so this is how we get this correlation. So everything that I'm bringing back to you now, which we would think is Buddhism, because the word Buddha comes from the word Ptah. All right, Buddha was Ptah. It was a title. All right, Ptah meant the activation of the reptilian portion of the brain, in particular of the hypothalamus gland, the thalamus gland, the pituitary gland, and the pineal gland. He becomes the Father who art in heaven. The word Father stems from Ptah Ra. All right, Ptahre becomes Father. Get it? So Ptah Ra becomes the word Father within the English transliteration, but within the Orient, Ptah becomes Patu or Ptah, Putah, Putah, and Putah becomes Buddha. Well, you know, no, we ain't got no slides tonight right now. We're gonna get back to the slides. This is new equipment, so I'm lucky that we was able to blow this joint up. I'm figuring this out as we go. So
and we didn't stop figuring.
Right. We done stopped figuring and got to the lecture because I already was on here an hour before we even got to it. We was clowning the whole time, so you know it's all right. We gonna get back to the lecture though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get back. You know, sometimes.
Not visual.
Huh? No visual? They want a visual?
God is visual.
The guy, yeah.
We'll get you next time.
Yeah. We gonna hold on. I keep trying then since you're asking. You know what I'm saying? Since you asking, find that. All right. Let me see.
You was going in. Okay, Kayan Felder said, I don't know much about Ptah and I can't find much information on him. I was told his gateway.
Right. Ptah.
I was born through his gateway. I'm sorry. I was born through his gateway.
Yeah, well, that's the twat. TWAT, the twat. All right, just like you got the word twa, which symbolizes
Punani.
the oldest people on the planet Earth. You know, then of course it symbolizes the Punani, which is the twat. All right, the duat. All right, which is the portal in which that we all come through, which symbolize that compass and square with her Freemasonry, which is symbolic to the woman. All right. So yes, indeed, we definitely came through that gateway. There's no doubt about it.
But everybody did.
Right. Everybody did in that sense. So let me see if I can finally pull this up. Let me see, name folder. Cause I know y'all want to see some shit.
Can you meditate effectively lying down? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Smithion, but you might fall asleep.
Exactly. And if you fall asleep, it's all right.
It's okay.
All right. You know, you were practicing some technique before you fell asleep, and that will resonate within the dream world for you.
Word.
All right. So yes, definitely you want to practice, meditations while laying down. You know, within 10, 15 minutes, you knocked out though. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good thing because you did your 10, 15, minutes.
But that's why Tai Chi and Qigong
Right.
were implemented. Because
Right. That's why Tai Chi and Qigong definitely was implemented by Damo, so Bodhidharma, in order to, create, movement. So as you, doing your particular movements, you connect your mind and body, and your breath at one time, as compared to just in meditation, you just breathing in, breathing out, and then you become so relaxed till you just fall out. Right?
or fall asleep.
Right. Well, yeah, fall asleep. You know what I mean. All right. That's what I mean by fall out, fall asleep. All right. So let me see what else. We got the alert box. We got the header. We got the chat box frame. We got the chat box.
It should be share your screen.
All right.
Somebody put. Yes,
For some
I
reason,
really
we
do
don't
enjoy the
see
picture.
no screen on here, y'all. But I know it's on here. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, it's not on here. Oh yeah, I know y'all. I know y'all enjoy the pictures, and I want to get to it because I do have them. But
Ooh, speak on food for arthritis and fibromyalgia. What it
Okay.
is, Goddess, or Cam, sorry, Cam Ahmad, is, I'm telling you, if you eating too many potatoes, potato chips,
Right.
move to cassava chips,
Right.
or make kale chips. But
Or
that's
beet-
the problem.
or beet chips.
Stop eating.
Or-
It's what you eating, and most oftentimes it's potatoes.
yeah, potatoes, white potatoes is not good for us to use, especially
Especially if you blood
especially O blood types.
And what it does is you might as well eat meat if you're gonna eat potatoes and you blood O, because
Right.
what it does is it makes your blood like starch, like jelly, and it's hard for your circulation. It's hard for your body to circulate properly.
All right, so
So
some of
that'll
the
help with fibromyalgia, right?
right. So also fibromyalgia, the herbs in which that you need is alfalfa.
Right.
All right, alfalfa, some oils that you would need, oregano, but you have to cut the oregano because it is strong.
One drop. That's it.
Another herb that you can take is lobelia. Lobelia, all right, which is excellent. It is like a cure all. Golden seal is like a cure all. Red clover does an excellent job with removing arthritic conditions, as well as also fibromyalgia. What you actually have is a deficiency in vitamin D. So you want to boost your vitamin D levels up to 20 to 50 IUs, not 10 IUs, 10,000 IUs, excuse me, not 5,000 or 10,000 IUs, but up to 20 to 50,000 IUs. All right, that's what's wrong, that you have a vitamin D deficiency. So you have to take in more vitamin D. So you can get it from Taking in
Sunlight.
sea vegetables such as Irish sea moss, bladderwrack, kelp. Me, we would take a handful of sea moss, wash it, and then boil it, and then that would become like jelly. And you would take that spoonfuls of that throughout the day. You can put it in your smoothies. You can put that in your drinks, or either just like Jello. So that's what you would do. All right.
Also, too, we have
Any
a
suggestions
sample of
on child?
essential oils in which you can get, and it's 10 samples, and they're $30.
All right, so 10 samples.
So I'll put the link in the description.
All right, 10 samples. All right.
And you get turmeric essential oil, and these are all therapeutic food grade. You got to be careful because you want to get 100% therapeutic food grade so you can ingest them.
Right. When we talking about the blood types, we talking about O positive, O negative. You're talking about A positive, A negative. You're talking about B positive, B negative. And then you're talking about AB positive, AB negative. These are the 4 or 8 blood types. All right. The 4 blood types, of course, is A, B, O. O, A, B, AB. Right? But being that they have positive and negative, hence becomes what we now refer to as the 8 blood types. All right. Normally they just speak about the 4 blood types, which is just the ABO group. Right? But there's actually 8. Now, we talked about this before. That before the ABO blood type, which came about, the O blood type, which is the oldest of the ABO blood type, and O negative being the oldest, dates back to around 3,000 years ago, 300,000 years ago. All right. Then we have AB blood type, which dates back to around 20,000 years ago. B blood type dates back to around 13,000 years ago. And AB blood type dates back to around 2,000 years ago. Okay. Now, there's blood types that's older than ABO blood type groups. The vast majority of us on the planet has ABO blood type group. We're part of that. However, the Twa people, and there's also many African Americans that has red blood, which dates back older, and it's from the Pygmies, which is known as U negative blood type. U. All right. So U negative blood type is older, right? Neutrinoids. Neutrinoids is nothing more than individuals that are mixed, So, I'll get to that in a minute after we do the blood type information here, right quick. But we'll go, we'll have the slide presentation for the blood types, and we'll go over all of that the next time after we finish this pranic healing joint. But in that, we have the blood types. U negative was the original or oldest blood type coming from the Twa, and it dates back over 30 million years ago. Okay? So we talking about the blood type U negative dates back over 30 million years ago. And we had beings, all right, in which that, let's say, you have the elder gods and you have the ancient gods, or the ancient ones. The ancient ones were the beings from Sirius who came to this planet. All right? You are a remnant of those Syrian beings, called the Syrian beings were originally so-called black people. Okay? And we are the ones who created life upon this planet. As I showed you within the book, Forbidden Archaeology, we was on this planet over 2.8 billion years ago. But during the time of 2.8 billion years ago, not only were all of the continents together, Pangea, there were no dinosaurs on the planet at that time. There were no life as far as the insect life or anything on the planet at that time. There was only flora and fauna, all right, that was just growing into existence during 2.8 billion years ago. We came from Sirius and we began to develop life upon this planet. All right. 250 million years ago is when the dinosaurs came into existence. We created them. Okay. 65 million years ago, we destroyed them because it was time for a new creation. And how we destroyed them was based on atomic or nuclear blasts. We blasted them. All right. Many say, oh, there was meteorites that came from out the sky and bombarded the planet Earth, and it created sand storms, and from the sandstorms killed the dinosaurs, whatever. All right. We know for sure that there's been atomic nuclear wars, and one of these wars were against the so-called dinosaurs. All right. Then, now during this time period now, the same time that the continents began to start breaking apart, which was around 250 million years ago, the dinosaurs came into existence. 65 million years ago, then we had another species that started to come into existence. To 55 million years ago was the primates. The primates came about around 5 million years ago. So here it is, the destruction of the dinosaurs. All of a sudden you have this primate come to existence. And it's not the monkey that you think. This type of so-called creature was more like a squirrel-like type of creature. Then you had the lemurs. Then you get the monkeys with tails. Then you get the chimps. Then you get the gorillas, Sasquatch, which are the Bigfoots. Then eventually the Neanderthals. And then eventually from that, the Albionans, Europeans. All right? Now, the whole time, you were on the planet. You were the gods, the goddesses on the planet. And you created all these various life forms through manipulation of DNA called genetic tampering. All right? Later on, these Syrian beings, who are the so-called black folks, which looks just like you and I today. This is why Mantak Chia, in his books, he don't even talk about visualizing and focusing on the energies coming from Sirius. He's talking about the Little Dipper, the Big Dipper, and all that shit. But he don't say nothing about damn Sirius. But yet, all of the secret mystery schools talk about Sirius. Freemasonry talk about the blazing star. The Theosophical Society talks about Sirius. The Rosicrucians talk about Sirius. The ancient Egyptians talks about Sirius. All right, everybody talk about Sirius. Hell, the Holy Quran talks about Sirius in the chapter called Najm, the star, and how Allah is the Lord of the mighty star Sirius. See, we the ones that slacking on this star shit. But it's the star Sirius along with our sun, because Sirius symbolizes the sun behind our sun. That's Sirius, Sirius A. So by us going out in the night, if you understand night rituals, you know, yeah, we talk about putting together altars and all this stuff, but if you really want to tap in, you go and find the star constellation Sirius, in particular the star Sirius A, you know what I'm saying, and you begin to start drawing in that energy. And then in the daytime, you draw in the energy from the sun. Okay? This is what you do. These are the rituals. This is what Akhenaten and them was doing when they was practicing this Qigong information. All right? So, as I was saying, we was already here billions of years ago, and we created a life on this planet. We created the apes, the monkeys, the squirrel-like primates. We created the dinosaurs. And so we modified the dinosaur into become a Dinosaurus, which is in humanoid form. Then we modified the apes into gorilla form. So the chimps, the bonobo, and the gorillas, we modified them with our DNA and made them more humanized. We did not come from the apes. We created the motherfuckers. We created the monkeys. We created the goddamn squirrel-like. We created all of this shit. You're on a planet that you created. You're on a planet that you made. And you wanted to come into your creation. Okay? This is what's going on, y'all. So, and how you know this? Because in the Theosophical teachings, Madame Blavatsky said that man was on this planet before the apes. Now, the ape species came about around 20 million years ago. So we're talking about from 55 million with this squirrel-like creature. Then the lemurs, right? Then the monkey spiders, or spider monkeys, whatever you want to call them, with the tails. Then the chimps without the tail. Then, right, exactly, secret doctrine. Then you have the apes, the Bigfoots. So as you see, that we was modifying these creatures into human form to eventually have the European, who's a mixture of the Dinosaurus, the ape-like species known as the Neanderthals, and these Dinosaurus, or the reptilians that we're talking about, actually are called the Draconians. We are also reptilians, but we are the Syrians. Two different reptilian groups, but still family, still connected. Right, the Gibbon, right, exactly. That they up in it too. They up in it too. Right, the Neanderthal is the last stage of the monkey species. Actually, let's say the Neanderthal is the Bigfoot. All right, let's make this simple. The Neanderthal, larger form, is Sasquatch, the Bigfoot. The Yeti is the smaller form. Hence, you have the Neanderthals. Okay? That's as simple as we get right there. Okay, that's what's going on. And I got a presentation that we're going to do and we're going to get into. It's going to take about 2 days to finish this shit. Because I got about 800 slides that we're going to go over. All right? So it's going to take a long time to get over this shit.
But we need to know.
All right, but we need to know. And this is one of the reasons why we was being held up. You know what I'm saying? And the audio was going out on some of them. Like I did the origin of races. You know what I'm saying? When I did the origin of races, I had to redo it because the first one, the damn audio was so fucked up on Google Hangouts / YouTube till the people couldn't even hear it. So I said, okay, well I keep doing it then. I do it again. And this time it came out better, but even if you listen to it, the audio still goes in and out. So this is why we knew that we had to go to a new format, is because we can't keep allowing pertinent information to keep going out. We have to update and keep this on another level. So next time we come on here, we will definitely know how to do the share screen. Okay? There's no doubt about it. We're going to have this shit down pat. All right, right now, being that we started out with a lot of questions, I just felt like, well, shoot, we might as well just keep it like that. Just go into the questions. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. There's another. It said males are seeds quantity while women are eggs quality due to duality. Sounds good to me, brother Bicel, no doubt. So the Draconians were smart walking dinosaurs. An aspect of the dinosaur, they are now under the ground And these are the entities in which that are working with the Europeans and giving them some type of scientific technologies, as they say. But really, the real technology comes from us, who we really are the dinosaurus people. You have the reptilian draconians and you have the dinosaurus Syrians. All right. But we just mix it up and say, well, you know, they're all reptilians. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on planet Earth is a reptilian. All right. The reason why we say that is because it's real simple. We have webbing in between our fingers and toes, which symbolizes the fact that we are aquatic beings. All right. Thank you, Brother Tef. No doubt. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much respect for that super chat. All right. So we are, you know what I'm saying, aquatic apes, as they refer to it as. In particular, the aquatic ape theory came from Europeans, and that really applies to the Albion. All right. Now, let's not get it twisted. What happened is that we begin to mix in with our creation. So now we have the different blood types, which now are the majority of the blood types upon the planet Earth. And we no longer are U negative blood type, which there are some said blacks that still right here, African Americans that still have U negative blood type right here in the so-called United States. And you have to ask the question, how the hell they got that if the pygmies got that shit all the way over in Africa? How did they get that? Because the pygmies spread it out through the 7 continents. In particular, you'll find them in the Pacific, in the Caribbean, in the Americas, in Australia, in Africa. They're the ones in which that spread it out into all of the different continents. Right? Remember, they've been on this planet over 30 million years ago, and they was the first ones to be created, or the first ones to be connected to the gods as far as the Syrian beings. Right? Someone said they always dream of reptilians. Well, that's because you probably connected to them. We all are. Right? This is a remnants. When you see, you know what I'm saying, these webs in between the fingers and toes, that's a remnants of our aquatic life. You know what I'm saying? As being reptilians or amphibians, as we became, and then eventually we became mammals.
Eczema as well.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go into all of this in more in depth on the video, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to do on the blood types. All right. So I don't want to give it all away, but this shit is going to be real deep. I mean, it's going to be so deep until, I mean, we busting the ass in all the fake nonsense of the Europeans, or Euros, as I refer to albinos, that's coming out before this new age information, and bust the ass in that nonsense, because there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation that they putting out, but it's on YouTube. And so our people watch YouTube and they watch these Europeans talk about the blood types, and they don't never mention U negative blood. So this is why I had to come out with that information first, you know, in order to explain that, yo, this is the blood type of the Twa people, who are the oldest people upon the planet Earth, who was directly connected to, even in their earlier years, they was giants, and these were the Syrian beings. But what happened is that based on the destruction of the planet, they had to go behind waterfalls into the earth, and being that they was away from the sun for many, many years, they begin to shrink in size. And plus, the atmosphere went from 35% oxygen content to 21% oxygen content, and now is around 17% oxygen content. And if it goes to 15% oxygen content, we all suffocating. Okay, so it was around 21%, and so from 35% oxygen content down to 21%, we shrunk in size. So they went from being, let's say, some of the skeletons that's been found is 36 feet tall, 25 feet tall, 18 feet tall, 13 feet tall, 11 feet tall, 8 feet tall, 6 feet tall, you know what I'm saying, which is about the average of the men now. You know what I'm saying? to 4 feet tall, who are the pygmies. So we dropped in size as the oxygen content began to dwindle. That's what happened, y'all. Okay? So we wanted to drop that on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to get up off of here. So we did talk about a little bit of pranic healing. We're going to come back and get that in too. All right? So we appreciate everybody that came on. We got about 83 viewers. We appreciate y'all. You know, we appreciate those who super chatted. You know, much love. You know, and also go to the website. Check us out. Come on to YouTube. Still subscribe. Still like. Still click. You know what I'm saying? Watch some of the older videos for y'all can begin to start putting this information together and everything. You know, because that's the whole deal. You know, about the science. You know, I can't drop everything in one video, but if you go back and watch them, you start tying all this information together and begin to start seeing a complete picture as compared to, you know, a lot of the channels that I've seen, you know, especially if you go to Gaia got a whole channel, which they got some good information. However, they don't talk about you. All right. And this is what the Alphabet Boys is upset at me about, because I talk about you and how you are the original beings upon this planet and how we got information that dates back to prove that. And the way that we put the information together is different than everybody else as far as explaining this information. It's clear. You know what I'm saying? You can read books and, you know, and some of that shit is mumbo jumbo, you know, and I hate to say it like that because actually there were gods in Africa called mumbo and jumbo. All right. These are actually gods. Mumbo was actually a god. All right. But what I'm talking about, that it was actually incoherent. Let's say like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of information was confusing and contradictory. Purposely. Miseducation, disinformation.
Dumbing down of America.
Right, dumbing down of America. So exactly. All right, so a lot of that is what's going on, you know. So as we always say, continue now for days, weeks, months, and years to come. We're moving towards our most cherished goal of health, wealth, knowledge of ourselves, protection, security, and enlightenment. Every action, enterprise, and endeavor in which we wish to be involved is bringing increasing rewards. We have so much success, joy, happiness, and abundance in our life that we're able to help those who are sincere along the way.
In full content.
And we're moving closer, right, in full contentment, and we're moving closer towards the oneness of God and Goddess and the full release of our higher inner selves. That's the prayer that you need to start saying right there. You know what I'm saying? Because we already told you about how scary that damn prayer was that we was saying that shit as children. I'm saying, you know, we didn't know what the hell dying was, but here we are talking about that shit in the prayer that, you know, our mamas and daddies made us remember. All right, so we out, y'all, and we're gonna be back real soon, probably tomorrow. We might be back tomorrow so we can finish up this pranic healing thing, since we didn't get a chance to really go into it. And I'll find the slide presentation and then we can get into it from the slides. All right, so appreciate y'all for coming on. We're gonna get to the slides though. All right, for those that wanted to check out the slides. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.